In this guitar lesson, I'm going to teach you an arrangement of Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run for acoustic guitar. Put a capo on the 4th fret of your guitar to follow along. Our first chord is going to be C major. We're going to play 2 bars, 8 beats on that C major. In the day we sweat out on the streets of her. Then we're going to F major 7 for 1 bar, 4 beats. Runaway American. And then G major for 4 beats, 1 bar. Dream. Now we're going to repeat those 3 chords. At night we ride through mansions of glory and suicide machines. Next we're going to go to this chord, which is an F major over C. Sprung from cages on 1 bar on that chord. Then to this chord, this is C major 7 over B. On Highway 9 Chrome. Now to this chord. Now this is a D minor 7, but we're going to play from the 5th string down, which will make it D minor 7 over A. Chrome wheel fuel injected and back to our C major 7 over B. Stepping out over the, and now to C major line. 1 bar on C major. Then we're going to B flat. Oh! Now we're going to repeat most of that little sequence, starting with the F major over C. Baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. You better, now to C, get out while we're, now to A minor 7, young. Cause, now to F major 7, traps like us. And now G major, baby, we were born to. And then we're going to resolve to C major, run. Now at this point in the song, there's a really iconic guitar riff that also plays in the introduction to the song. And you can play it over the chords, which are C, F and G major. I'm going to demo that for you first, and then I'll show you how to play it. Here's the demo. Okay, so to play that little riff, we're going to start with our left hand fingers in a C major chord. And we're going to use some finger style. We're going to use our thumb and our index finger to play this riff. And the thumb is going to play bass notes, and the index finger is going to do some strumming on the treble strings 3, 2 and 1. Like that. So let me show you this then. So we're going to start by playing the 4th string with our thumb, and then the index finger is going to play down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so thumb, the index finger, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we're going to put our little finger here on the left hand on the 4th string 3rd fret to give us a C sus4. We're going to play that 4th string with our thumb, take our little finger off, play the 4th string again. It's back in a standard C now. So far we have this. Now, in our left hand, we're going to move to an F major over A, and we're going to play the 5th string, which is the note of A, with our thumb, and a similar pattern with our index finger now, down, up, down, up. So we're missing the final down, up there. So it's thumb on the 5th string, down, up, down, up. So let me play you that so far. Here we go. Now we're going to move in our left hand to an F major over C chord. We're going to play the 5th string with our thumb, and then a little down up with our index finger. And now in our left hand, we're moving to a G chord. The bottom 2 strings don't really matter. We're just going to play the 4th string with our thumb, and then a down up with our index finger. And then we're back to the C, and we start that riff again. So let me play that through for you slowly. to show you how to play the rest of Born to Run very shortly, but just before I do that, let me say if you've been enjoying this video, please do hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified of all the future guitar lessons that I release, and please consider joining as a member. It's very economic to do that, and as well as supporting the channel, you'll also get special early access to all of my guitar lessons. So please consider joining as a member. Now let me show you how to play the rest of Born to Run. Now at the end of the second verse on the Bruce Springsteen version of this song, after the guitar riff, there's a sax solo, and that leads into the bridge of the song. Now we can't really play the sax solo on guitar, but what we're going to do is borrow some of the chords that are used at the end of that sax solo to lead us into the bridge. So let me show you. You come out of the second verse, you're going to play your guitar riff a couple of times. And then instead of going to C major, we're then going to play 2 bars on A minor 7, or nearly 2 bars anyway. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then G, C, 2, 3, 4, and then G minor 7 for a bar, 2, 3, 4. So let me play you that little sequence starting with the riff. Then we're into the bridge, and I'll show you that next. When you get to the bridge, what we see is a series of sus4 chords resolving to their regular counterparts. Let me demo it for you first, and then I'll show you how to play it. So it's going to sound a bit like this. Beyond the palace, Hemi-powered drones stream down the boulevard. Girls comb their hair in rearview mirrors, and boys try to look so hard. Okay, so the first chord in that bridge then is this one. Now, relative to the capo, this is a B flat sus4, but if we ignore the capo, it's a bar chord, barred at the 5th fret, it's a D sus4, okay? So you're going to play from the 5th string down to the 2nd string. And then to get to the regular version, just take your little finger off. That gives you the regular B flat, relative to the capo, or D, if you like, as the absolute chord, and you just do that little move twice. And now you slide your fingers, retaining that shape, up to the 10th fret, and you do the same thing at the 10th fret. Okay, so ignoring the capo, that's a G sus4 to G, okay? And next we're going to come down to here, and we're going to play this chord. Now, that is an F sus4 relative to the capo. I'm just playing from the 4th string down there. To get to the normal F, I'm just going to take my little finger off, like that. And again, that's done twice. And then slide that up 3 frets. So now at the 4th fret relative to the capo, making this an A flat sus4 relative to the capo, and we do the same thing there. So A flat sus4 to A, do that twice. And that's the bridge, that little pattern I've shown you of those 4 chords, the sus4 and their normal chord equivalents. You go through that twice. Now after that, on the Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band record, there's a couple more chords, and then there's a complicated chromatic rundown, and so on. Now, that chromatic rundown isn't really going to work on an acoustic guitar if you're playing solo. Great with the E Street Band, with a lot of instruments playing and percussion and saxophone, but not really going to work just on an acoustic guitar. So I think the best thing to do to get out of that bridge and back into the verse chords, which you need for the last verse, is you're going to end the bridge on that A flat sus4 to A, and then I would just go down to a C sus4 fingered like this and play C sus4 to C twice, and that really sets you up for the last verse. The highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive.